My name is Trevor Hollenbach, and I'm the owner and operator of Hollenbach Shearing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Shear Talent was a blockbuster hit. We funded that with $20, domestically $1.5 billion.
I learned how to shear in New Zealand, took a training course there.
Sequels are always great. There is never a sequel that is bad, ever. Aliens vs. Predator 2? Box office smash. I digress. We are here in beautiful Idaho, California, Pennsylvania, and I'm here with Trevor Hollenbach of Hollenbach Shearing.
In the beginning, I would say as a beginner, really the hardest part is just absorbing the art and making it muscle memory.
Quick question. A bundle of sheep, if you will, is called sheep. But one sheep, is it a ship? No. People have been wondering that. Not me, I know the answer. So you just call it a sheep? Like, hey, look at that sheep? But then they're like, hey, look at that sheep.
Yep. Some of my clients that I'm dealing with are really particular about the way that the fleece comes off of the animal when I'm shearing. Sometimes when you're shearing, especially in the beginning when you're just learning, it's really hard to keep the shears against the skin of the animal. But you really need to in order to harvest the longest possible, what's called a staple of wool. Okay, so the length of the wool from the skin to the end of the fiber, that's the staple length. And you want that to be as long as possible because it makes it more usable for the person who's using that fiber later on.
So we just sheared a big Suffolk ewe, a ewe being a female. She's probably pushing 275, maybe 300 pounds. She's a little overweight, but Suffolks, the way they breed them in California and in the US is just bigger. So even if they're healthy weight, they're still real heavy, but you kind of got to roll them around like a giant, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a giant bag of concrete, basically, with wool on it you got to shear off. So we got one a little bit smaller coming out now, so I'll have to change my pattern a little bit. I've become very passionate about teaching. So the instruction, the amount of time I spend instructing has increased. I've taken on this job teaching up at the UC hosted shearing school every year. And I have helped a lot of people at small farms learn how to shear their own sheep. That's a huge passion of mine. I love teaching. I love explaining things to people who are willing to learn and are eager. You get that a lot up at the shearing school and a lot on small hobby flocks where people want to learn how to shear their own sheep. So in the future, I may come out with some stuff where just some instructional material that'll allow people who are really remote, who can't pay to have someone drive 200 or 300 miles to come out to their place to shear 10 sheep, give them the tools and the information and the content that they need to do it themselves and maintain their self-sufficiency on properties like that.
So this job's on a pretty big estate farm. They got chickens, they got goats, they got apparently parrots. Didn't see any parrots. Some annoying cocks though, that like to ruin my audio. But that's just what cocks do at the end of the day. They ruin stuff. There's a pig that's pretty much the farm dog.
Couple other things that are really challenging in the beginning and can continue to be challenging depending on your level of instruction and learning and guidance that you're receiving throughout the process is footwork and the positioning of the animal. Footwork being where do you put your feet during the process. It's a bit of a dance. You're moving this, well, you're not really moving the animal, you're positioning the animal and shifting its weight and revealing different sides of the animal throughout the process. And in order to do this, you need to move your feet a lot and use your free hand, the hand that's not holding the clippers, to position the animal properly. And these things in unison are really difficult. It would be a lot like learning how to dance with a partner for the very first time with no dancing background. Except your partner's very unwilling and you are holding really powerful, sharp shears in your hand. So you can understand how that might add a level of difficulty or a layer of difficulty to the process that wouldn't be present learning salsa, for example.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a profession like nothing else. But before that, do you guys know what continuity errors are? Never mind.
What sets me apart? Well, it's in the slogan of my company: professional, efficient, humane. Those are the three things that I have made the hallmarks of my company, because to me, they're the most important things there are when it comes to sheep shearing. And these are the things that I need to embody if I want to call myself a good sheep shearer.
How many more we got?
That's it.
What?
That's it.
That was the last sheep?
Yeah.
I'm not ready for it to be over, Trevor. It's been amazing filming once again. Sheer talent too. Double trouble. Trevor Hollenbach, thank you. It's been a pleasure as always. We'll do that on camera. Handshake. Just like the first one.
That was awesome having you out, man. I'm glad you can make it out to this one. It's a beautiful place we got to film at. So
I love filming this one. Ladies and gentlemen, HollenbachShearing.com, OrganicOriginalsCo.com, that's CO.com, for all your video production needs, for all your shearing needs. We'll see you next year. Oh, dude.
Have his way with your camera, man.
I worked in an office. I hated my job. I couldn't stand being under fluorescent lighting, indoors, AC, sitting at a computer, making phone calls, writing emails. It drove me nuts. I didn't even do it for that long either. I was there for, I don't know how long, a few months maybe, before I went off on this sheep shearing adventure, because I couldn't take it anymore. Life is as much about learning what you don't want to do as it is learning about what you do want to do.